Welcome to Henry's RC Garage. We've been busy at the shop. We received a delivery of our electronics. We've unpacked our Copperhead 10 ESC by Castle Creations. We've unpacked our 10 shooter brushless 2700 kV motor by Holmeshobbies. And we've got our Operation Charlie 11 edition reefsrc Raw 500 steering servo. Now that we know what goodies we're going to be installing into this rig, we now need to remove all the old stuff. Let's get going on moving some screws. All right, so our motor has a motor mount that is specific to what we need to set our new one on. And in this case, it says it's on 14. So we will remove these screws and put them on. Get our new motor out. Now we grab our new motor, which is our 10 shooter from Holmeshobbies, and we are going to we want the wires to come out the side, so we're going to put our motor in where we can get it out the side. Kind of like that. That should be enough to give us what we're looking for. So we wanted to put this on 14. So then we just kind of snap it down in place, and there it is. So now we just kind of run our wires down, and there we go. Looks like that pinion needs to come out even more. There we go. See there? All right, so now we have the motor here installed. Now we want to put the sensor cable on, because this is a sensored motor. So we're gonna, before we do that, we want to put some dielectric silicone grease on, compound, so that protect it from water. And I'm going to get our servo, which is the Raw 500, and we're going to get this all centered up, because when you put a new servo in, you're going to want to center it up so that lift adjustment down the road. So that way there, when you put the servo in, it's already got the servo horn on it. So we're going to put a reefsrc heavy duty servo horn on, and it comes with 2 clamping screws along with the screw that goes into the servo. So what we'll do is we'll dig out our tool here to center this. Okay, so now when we took the old servo out, our servo horn was facing towards the front of the rig, so we're going to do the same thing here. And there we go, that is now centered. So let's put our screws in. And before we do that, I like to put a little bit of Loctite on these. All right, so now we got that taken care of. Let's put this aside. So we'll put our servo in. And then we will let's put it in the front here. Now that we have our servo installed, we've got our motor installed, we got everything all in front buttoned up, got our fake motor put back on, now we're going to put on the ESC. And then the ESC, I got some double-sided tape here, 3M. So I'm just going to pull that off. Put that right there. And then we'll just all right. So now we're going to, this red one here is A. So since this is censored, it has to go in a certain way. So this is A, and then the white is B, and then the black is C. So we're going to do that, and we'll come back. All right, we got the ESC installed. And with the ESC, I did remove the power switch and just spliced just soldered the 2 cables together. So it comes on when I plug the battery in. So next up is we've got our mini servo, a Reefs 99 Micro we're using for our dig. So let's get that screwed in. Oh, before we do that, we need to center the servo. And reefsrc came out with a new servo horn that has a little slot in it. so you don't have to use the one from Spectrum. So let's get our tool out. That's in there pretty securely. Now it's time to put in the receiver. I'm going to be using a Futaba R2008SB, and I'm going to be using my DX7R transmitter for this. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to hook up our servos and our ESC to our receiver, and so we're going to, so channel 1 is our steering servo, channel 2 is our ESC. So 1 to steer, 2 to burn, 1 to turn, 2 to burn. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to put those in. Channel 3 will be my dig servo. So there you have it. So then once I get all that put in, I'm going to install it over here like so. All right, we got everything all hooked up. We've got our ESC, we've got our motor, I got our steering servo, receiver, and I've got the dig servo in. And I got it right the first time around. So when I programmed this all in my remote here in my 7PXR, now goes in the right direction, and now my dig servo. So if I'm going forward, so I want to do a dig, now my back wheel's to the left. So when I turn, it will turn. So let's see if this does anything. That's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, so it's all hooked up now and we're ready to rock and roll, it looks like. Our electronics have been installed into our Jeep CJ7 Gen Ride Off-Road Edition by Axial. We have mounted our body back onto this chassis, and we are ready to rock and roll. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This is a real treat to work on. I got this from my local hobby shop, Leisure Hour Hobbies. If you do not do so already, please like and subscribe. Support your local hobby shop every chance you get. And I will catch you on the next one.